Welcome everyone. This is demo number 2 of the first work cycle of the Noh Theater project. During this week, there's been a lot of work under the scenes. We've finished the setup to be able to deploy to the dev site and also done the setup to deploy to the actual production site. The address in which it will be available during development is this one. It's an obscure address, only known to you and now everyone watching the demo, but it's only for development purposes. During the week, on the technical side, we've started implementing the design of the timeline that Juan Pablo put together. It's still early stages. We've also been working, trying to get the time indicator, which is the blue little icon here, to go smooth with the playing of the video. So I will show a sample right now. This is how it goes. Even though current time, it's being guaranteed to work to the second, this little dot is working to the millisecond. So that's why the movement is so smooth. And still everything else is just working as fine. When you reach the 29 second point, you will see that the other video player is shown and the timeline just keep going. You can of course just go forward and everything will update accordingly and the timeline will stop at this point until the video is loaded again, and then after that it will resume the movement. So this is pretty much all we have to show for this week, so thank you for watching. Was Juan Pablo going to show something?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So yeah, so we'll switch over to Juan Pablo sharing his screen.
It sounds like having a code. Yeah.
Can you see my screen?
Yep.
Yes. Okay. So when you tell me, I will start.
Go ahead, Juan Pablo.
Okay. Perfect. So during this week, in terms of design, we have been working on implementing the wireframe that we introduced the last week. That wasn't just in design, but and this is like the code version of the timeline. So basically, it's still a wireframe. There is no visual design implemented, but still we now have the containers and we have like a stick structure for the development to start working with a real template. So we will think about the visual design in parallel with the development of these containers. And as you can see here, we have like the time marks on top, the title of the play, separated in 2 acts, and the different timelines. I added some small interactions that I think will be helpful, like tooltips about the information of the point that we are showing. That just don't pay too much attention about the colors and everything. It's just, for me, it was like a way of working that the similar elements or elements that are grouped in the same blocks, like dance and music, have something in common, like in this case is color. So we can group them together, or the color here has a meaning of these elements are in the same group. And still, for example, we have also the states for active elements that we will show this information on the sidebar that we also introduced the last week. And there's also a lot of work to do with the labels to activate or deactivate the different timelines that we have. The current position marker is also working. So now it's just a static template, but if we move it using pixels, it would move and indicate our position on the current. So it will be like a design, more or less design version of the timeline that Javi just introduced us. And well, on my part, is everything. This is everything. I've been working with this, and also started thinking about terms of visual design.
Good. Thank you very much.